Here you go. You guys have 2 minutes starting now.
All right, first of all, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of the subject matter, okay? Who started the fighting game genre? Now, you can go back and say it's a whole bunch of different games, but who really put it on the map? It was Street Fighter, all right? Street Fighter put the fighting style on the map for everybody. And Mortal Kombat is a copy of Street Fighter, just with a lot more blood. Second of all, cosplay. How many damn Mortal Kombat cosplayers do you see here today? What? I don't see you. How many Street Fighter cosplayers do you see today?
Live action movie.
Oh yeah. You were in front of the line for Mortal Kombat 2, right? Because you were the only one in the theater. Anyway, longevity. Hey, Street Fighter has been one of those few. Anyway, Street Fighter has been one of those few game lines that actually has been able to not have to reinvent itself every time. I mean, after Mortal Kombat 3, how many games have you ever played of Mortal Kombat? Just all the crappy reverses they've done, it sucked. And right now, what do they have to do? Mortal Kombat couldn't handle 3D, so what do they have to do? They're going back to 2D. Street Fighter has been always a solid game that they didn't need to go to the 3D. Well, actually, they did, but... They did. We're not talking about that right now. Anyway, but besides that, Street Fighter versus Capcom, it's been inspired by that. You have Tatsunoko versus Marvel versus Capcom. I mean,
we've had better collabs.
Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I mean, the bottom line of everything is hey, Vega just walked in and support.
Vega!
Yeah. That's how solid this argument is.
Okay.
Cheap bastard, by the way. Is he on?
All right, ready? 2 minutes.
Okay. First, a couple things we want to say is, yeah, Street Fighter might have started the fighting games, but Mortal Kombat brought it to the front field. The Guinness World Record book says it's the most successful fighting game ever, or franchise ever made. It brings in the most fighting, it's the most brutal, it's the definition of fighting games in today's entertainment. The blood, the fatalities, the brutalities, the animalities, just the abilities that they inputted into these characters, even though they were only in 2D.
Friendship.
Yeah, friendship. Friendship was awesome. But if you look at it, how many people actually die in Street Fighter?
No one.
Okay? At the end of every single Mortal Kombat fight, your opponent is dead. You don't fight until someone falls asleep or gets knocked out. You rip their skull out. You rip their heart out. You rip whatever you want. You cut their head off. So, I don't see, and most of the guys in Street Fighter are just clones. I mean, Ken is right. Okay, Ken is Ryu. No, there's one. I'm sorry. They're identical. The difference, how many Street Fighter movies were really successful? How many? A trilogy. Okay? We've had how many Mortal Kombat movies? I think we're on 3? 2. No, we've had 3 or more. And 2. Okay, we've had a third one.
So far, 2.
We've had 2 that were fairly successful within the States that everyone knows about, which means we've had at least 1 more than Street Fighter, which only released The Legend of Chun-Li, which was a horrible adaptation of Street Fighter, if I must say. Also, we have a lot more sex appeal. Have you ever seen how our girls fight? I mean, we got Katana, Jade. Really? Have you seen how these girls dress? Seriously. And they still go and kick your ass. I mean, really, how can you hate that? There's
time.
He's reading.
Alright. You're lucky I was cute. Alright, you guys got 2 minutes to put your final arguments in.
To copy Marvel vs. Capcom or Marvel vs. Street Fighter. So, yeah, exactly. You're probably the only copy. Anyway, but that's what I'm trying to say. In every single level that you actually see compare the 2 games, Street Fighter is the overall better one. I mean, for one thing, we do have the most attractive women in the entire gaming industry. It is true. What I mean, number two, what's wrong with you guys? I mean, seriously, you guys pick one design for a character and you give them about 10 different names?
Okay. Okay, one of the things that Street Fighter did not start was the finishing moves. By far, Mortal Kombat has the best finishing moves. We also have a theme song. Does Street Fighter really have a theme song?
Yes. Yes.
Really? It is awesome.
Guile's theme!
Awesome.
Guile's theme!
But that's character themes. That's not a theme song for the game. Another thing that we have, Street Fighter just has a million games. They're all the exact same thing with different names. I'm serious. I've never seen any difference to the game. I'm sorry. Also, another thing to get us more records, it is the biggest fighting game series ever created. It is bigger than any other one that is in production today.
One word, arcades.
Yeah,
Arcades.
arcades really run. I mean, I gotta mention the fatalities, brutalities, Sub-Zero, it's Scorpion. All these main characters that design are great. Just the ideas and concepts behind them are awesome. I mean, I don't see what the point is. And one last thing before we go, finish him.
Alright guys, what do you think?
One more time. One more time. I'm not mad.
Come on! Hey, we'll go around.
Should I give him one more round? 30 seconds.
Street Fighter group, you ready?
Yes.
You need to stand.
All right.
Ready?
So, Mortal Kombat sold the most copies. It's the biggest selling fighting game, right? Yeah, so? I woke up in my hotel this morning. You know what I found out? The new Twilight movie broke box office record. That makes it good, right? According to your logic, that really makes it good. Let me get this straight. Street Fighter, better fighting system. I don't get okay, you know all the characters from heart. I want you. No. Everybody here made characters off their head. Every time you build. And no more characters. Where are you? Hey, Akuma! The guy with the Akuma. Look at that.
I am power.
That guy can kick all your asses. Yeah. Raiden sucks. Scorpion sucks. Sub-Zero sucks. You suck. Akuma. I do
Okay. The things that you're saying is just kind of pointless because you're writing about the exact same things. A few other things we can add on for Mortal Kombat is the fact that we actually have multiple fighting styles. We have different special moves. We even got to the point where we threw in weapons because we thought it might be a fun idea. If you don't know the games, please buy new games. But I don't really know what you're fighting about here. We've clearly sold more copies, and your idea that Twilight is better because it did that? No. It sold a lot of copies, yeah, but it hasn't broken any official world records for selling stuff. No, it hasn't. Yes, it has. Get over here! Oh, we just look up? Okay. I don't see where you're coming at me and saying that the game is weak in any aspect, because we did take what you built and then we expanded upon it. And normally when you do that, you get great and better things. If you stay with the same exact structure, all you get is the same monotony that you've been giving us for the last 20 plus years. And I don't see the point of it.
Time. I'm sorry. That's
Alright guys, after that argument, what do you think?
Both suck.